Good evening, everybody. My name is Arnold Melendez,
I'm Steffi Marie Edson.
Let's go, Ortiz.
and we're United Thinking. And we finally made it to the final case report, and it's the Purposeful Planner case report, distributing channels. In this report, we're going to look into two parts. First part's going to focus on analysis, and second part's going to be on strategy. I'll introduce the first part by saying that first part focuses on looking into the different distribution options for the Purposeful Planner, keeping in mind the company's brand image and targeting and the target market characteristics as well, and discussing upsides and downsides of Purposeful Planner's distribution options. Beginning the first part, selling through Amazon. What are the upsides and downsides for listing the Purposeful Planner on Amazon? Well, selling through Amazon has some advantages, such as being very accessible. Everybody knows how big of a conglomerate in e-commerce Amazon is. Amazon is the top leader in online purchases, so by having a planner on Amazon, it reaches a much larger audience and a much faster feedback. Everybody has Amazon. Everybody has an Amazon Prime account. Purposeful Planner will for sure have an audience they can obtain. Now, a downside of that is that there might be many choices in planners that Purposeful Planner might have to compete with. Since it's an e-commerce, they're going to have to rely on winning people, getting good reviews, and just making a good first impression so they can reach to the top whenever people search for planners, that they're the best rated, that they're Amazon's choice. There will be some competition. That's probably the most downside is when you're working with such a big e-commerce like Amazon, you have to be highly competitive. You have to have the good reviews and, again, good first impressions. Fulfillment by Amazon cost. What are the approximate costs associated with selling on Amazon by Amazon Fulfillment? Now, Amazon offers two selling plans, individual and professional. The individual plan costs about 99 cents plus selling fees. And the professional plan, it costs $39 per month, and it doesn't matter how many units you sell. Depending on the amount of bulk that they're trying to sell is going to really determine what cost they will go, whether they want to go the professional plan or individual plan. It's going to be more looking into inventory, looking at past sales and profit margins in each quarter, and determine which is the right way to go. Now, as we continue part one, we're going to look at selling wholesale to stores and costing for selling to stores. And I'm going to pass it down to Francisco, where he will further explain those parts of the analysis. Francisco?
So, talking about the physical stores, what would be the upsides and downsides for sitting in these brick and mortar stores? Well, it is well known that people in general go to stores to buy all sorts of items, foods or accessories and stuff like that. So, an upside would be that having the planner sold in these brick and mortar stores can allow the person to purchase the item at any time they would like this item at any time they wish. So, talking about the downsides, one of those would be that a lot of people still prefer to review and purchase their items through the online format. So, selling through these physical stores might not obtain the profit expected by the producers or the sellers. And next, we have the cost, the cost associated with brick and mortar stores. The average cost to produce the planner is $15, and the wholesale price is 50% of the retail price. Um, the producer is only making $20 on each planner since since the planners have a cost of $55. The producer would have to make 100% markup if it wants to sell in retail. Making that much more expensive could be a big downside because the planner would not be as competitive in regards to the options to setting it compared to cheaper options. So I'm gonna pass it to Steffi, that's so she can talk about the strategy.
So the strategy we have used is that we believe that the planner should be sold through Amazon and some brick and mortar stores without doubt, because Amazon is good choice because it reaches an audience throughout the whole nation, and even without a country and potential customers who are able to see through other people's reviews. Thus, the planner is an item worth buying. Also, brick and mortar stores, because there are still individuals um, that prefer to visit physical stores to buy items. So we can use this as an opportunity to bring our items to their attention. So the focus of the channel of distribution is, after a deep analysis of pros and cons of each channel of distribution, we have determined that it would be wise to use both channel of distribution, but focus more on Amazon because of the bigger advantage that it gives, and it is worth more focusing the marketing efforts on this distribution channel. So now I'm gonna pass it to Arnold to go over that.
So as you guys can see, whether it was the at the strategy section or the analysis section, you know, there comes more to just deciding which channels you want to take it. There's a lot of things that have to be considered when deciding, you know. And I feel as if United Thinking has laid out for Purposeful Planner things that they should look into when deciding where to go, you know. Regardless of what channel they choose, it's always to keep best in mind is what will allow them to make the profit and the margins that they want to reach. And yeah, so that concludes the Purposeful Case Report, Planner Case Report. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you.